Come on in. Peace and light, peace and power. Come on in. Peace, peace, peace. Come on in. Come on in here, family. You know how we do. You know how we do. There's no more community. There's no more community. There's no more community. Come on in. Come on in. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on in here. We're going to start this. We're going to start this off, man. Ew. Come on. You are watching Magick Up TV. I am your host, Seven The Alchemist. Here's where we talk about love. We talk about law. We talk about all things. There's nothing off tape. You understand? Here's what we say. Life is easy. We make it hard. So I'm gonna start this off like this. There is absolutely no more community. I don't see it. But I tell you what, I know based upon mathematics, you are going to find your way back to community very shortly. That's mathematics. That's science. Why? Because to survive in this world is becoming more and more and more difficult every day. More and more difficult. It used to be a very, very, very simple place. And it still is to a certain degree. It still is. Life is easy. We make it hard. That's the mantra of the show, right? So, Seven, why do you say there's no more community? There's no more community. And after you've been living a while, you start to realize how that happened. You start to see the transition. And as I'm witnessing the transition, the question pops up. The question pops up, well, what happens next? That's a dangerous question. When you really start understanding the narrative. Why? Because long ago, it was about community. It was about the people. It was about the united people. It was about being united. Not just because you wanted to be, because you had to be. To survive. You had to be to survive. And we're approaching that narrative once again. They're showing it to you slowly and surely. The purpose of mankind in order to survive. I'm going to tell you why I say there's no more community. The system had to be so perfect. The system had to be so perfect in snuffing out individual dreams that it was able to do it all at one time. You're like, damn, Seven, that's deep. Peace, I see you, beloved. I'm going to tell you, open your eyes and witness something. I said it in a few videos prior, I'm going to say it again. When COVID took place, right? When COVID took place, they started sending out these checks. And they didn't think that people was going to quit their jobs the way that they did. They didn't think that. They didn't bet on that. And the employment industry suffered almost $1 trillion. The employment industry suffered almost $1 trillion. And so what they did to get you back to work was they raised the price of food. Very simple equation. Very simple equation. You raise the price of food, and what's that going to do? That's going to take everybody who's out there trying to live a dream, right? Peace, Jose. I see you, King. what it's going to do, everybody who's out there who's trying to live a dream, it's going to snuff the dream. You understand? And if I could snuff the dream, if I could make it impossible for you to live out your dream, you'll quit and go back to work. That's science. But watch this. If community was really as strong as we desire it to be, if community was really as powerful as we claim it to be, none of y'all would have had to go back to work. Nobody. Right now, if community was a certain way, you living on a block. You living on a block right now, you got at least 10 houses on your block. You don't know none of your neighbors. You don't know none of your neighbors. When the last time you been to the house next to the house? When the last time you been to that house? Knocked on the door. Hey, yo, Tom, let me ask you a question. What you need? You got rice? You got beans? You got corn? You got peas? You got potatoes? And we go to each one of these houses. Watch this. If your house, we got 10 houses on the block. We got 10 houses. If all you had to do was buy rice every month, but you could feed your family with no problem, but all you had to do was buy rice. That's all you had to do was buy rice. Can you imagine how powerful these communities would be? Why? Because the neighbor next door, all they would have to do is buy beans. The neighbor next door, all they would have to do is buy toothpaste. The neighbor next door, all they got to do is buy toilet paper. Neighbor next door, all they got... And everybody once a month, this is where church came from. I'm trying to tell y'all something. This is where church came from. Everybody would gather. Everybody would gather whatever they had to gather. You gather yours, I gather mine. And on one day of the week, we come together and we divide all of these necessary items so every one of us could live properly. Oh boy, what a time that was. It was a time of accountability. It was a time of transparency. It was a time of loving thy neighbor and keeping each other, you understand, safe. Am I my brother's keeper? Are you your brother's keeper? Are you your sister's keeper? Hell no. 7, I'm already struggling with what I got, and that's the reason why. They created this narrative so that you could be without. They knew that if they just pressed on your neck and pressed on your neck and pressed on your neck and pressed on your neck, you stopped caring about Leroy and his wife. All you would care about, all we got to do is do this. We can just press them for 10 years, and they'll forget all about the narrative of community. Come on, man. You talking about the fact that we had 50 years? We had 50 years of the NAACP. We had 50 years. 50 years. And what did it do? Nothing. We got the Divine Nine. And you mean to tell me that every year we got to do a fundraiser for Christmas? How? Do you know how many people are fucking AKAs? Do you know how many people are fucking me, Phi, me, Alpha, Phi, Alpha, all that bullshit? All that bullshit. Ain't no more community. How you got the Divine Nine and you got homeless? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Oh, 7. Oh, it's community. It's community. Oh, we giving back. We giving back to where? Everybody's so focused on children. Listen to me. That's a predatory situation. Let me tell you how predatory it is to only care about children. If all you're concerned about is children, you're not concerned about their parents, and you're not concerned about community. You're a predator. You want the kids to be well while the parents suffer? How? I don't understand this. We do the 12 days of Christmas for kids to have toys, but ain't nobody raising money for the parents to pay bills. What good does the toys do if they on the street? But this is how we save Christmas. You would rather pull up on a homeless shelter than to deal with people before they become homeless. Oh man, you can get a lot of help if you homeless, but if you almost homeless, you can't get no help. What? What? This don't make no sense. We don't have a sense of community. There's no more community. When is the last time, you know what I'm saying? Like you live in a neighborhood. These people are financially on the same accord to make sure your property value don't decrease. Okay? You all are together. You all are already together in a narrative. You've already decided on a particular narrative. We don't want our property to decrease. So we have a homeowners association. Listen to me. We have a homeowners association. The homeowners association is indebted to making sure your grass is cut. They making sure, you understand, that the lights in the community are working properly. We got bulbs. We want to make sure that the community pool, you know what I'm saying, is taken care of properly. But ain't nobody focused on the people. I've never heard of a homeowners association that has come together, you know what I'm saying, and has decided to do something for a resident in need. We spend all year doing whatever the hell we want, and then the last month of the year, the very last month of the year, we decide to say to people, oh, it's better to give than it is to receive. We don't give a shit about people until Christmas. Not at all. And you see it. There's no toy drive in February. There's no toy drive for the summer. Don't nobody care about these kids being home for the summer, having nothing to do, and now they need toys to occupy them. There's no book drives in March. This shit is systematic. Don't nobody care. I realized this holiday season, I promise you, I realized this holiday season that don't nobody give a fuck about you. Why you say that, Seven? I'm a single father with 2 girls. I'm a single father with 2 girls, not one sister. Not one sister. Not one sister was in my inbox like, hey, bring them babies by the house for some Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Not one. If this was the 50s, I would have had 20. I would have had 20 in my inbox. 20. Hey, baby, I see you got them girls. Bring them on by. We gonna make sure they good. Not one. Not one. That shit said a lot to me. Especially for somebody who has put their life on the line to help exalt others. That shit said a lot to me. Not one sister. If this was the 70s, if this was, you know what I'm saying, even if it was in the early 80s, early 90s, I would have had at least 5 or 6. Hey, bring them babies by the house for Thanksgiving. I see you a single man. Bring them babies by the house for Thanksgiving. Not one. You know why? Food too expensive. They realize if we make life so difficult, peace, moon goddess, peace. If we make life so difficult, they can't focus on each other. If we make life so problematic within the day, there's no way possible they can stay gathered. There's no way possible they can stay united. There's no way possible they can have a unified narrative. Not at all. It's a science. So day in and day out, the oppressor is behind the computer like this, trying to figure out how to keep us apart. Just like this. Every day, all day. Just like this. At some point, y'all, at some point, your problems gotta stop being so heavy that you can't see around you. You understand what I'm saying? The purpose of Magick Up TV is to show you and to eloquently express to you how to rise above all of that foolishness, so that you can get back to a sense of self and community. That's the whole purpose of this platform. To get you back to a certain place, or to get you to a certain place of healing here and here, so that we can go from here to here and here. Some of y'all turned on the video and was like, I don't even have time to watch it right now because I got to hurry up and get to work. And when we used to work, we used to have a song in our heart, and we did it together. And we did it together so not one person had to feel the weight of the work. You understand? All of these problems that you're experiencing, right? The only power that it has is the power you give it. I'm going to say it again. All of these problems that you're experiencing, each one of them. I woke up this morning and my car was broken into. Somebody stole my baby's phones out my console. You know these are kids' phones. Look at it. And you still took them. There's no more community. But we could recreate it. We could bring it back. It only takes a few people. You don't even care enough. Like, how many people, literally, how many people are waking up this morning to try to help mankind be better through a narrative, an exploitative? You understand? Investing back into humankind to say they love you, and to say whatever you're going through right now is only temporary, to show you how to gain access to your power, what to do with it when you gain access to it, and how to give it to somebody else, or how to show other people how to obtain theirs. How many people are doing that in the morning? So day in and day out, what you're saying is you participate in a platform that's designed to heal people. You ain't send $1 in for donation. You got a community center. You got an office. You have a place that you can set up chairs, invite this person to come and speak to the people. A message that's been helping you on a daily basis, and you have not done that? Fucking shame. Fucking shame. How? How do you partake in energy on a daily basis and not give nothing back? How? How? I don't understand it. I don't understand it because I'm coming and giving it to you. The first fruit. The first fruit. You're supposed to give the Almighty your first fruit. What's the Almighty? That which has breath. What good is it for me to pray to God and to have a friend going through it in life and not fucking help them? How the fuck you praying to God and not helping your friend? How? How? How are you every month sitting under the full moon and not pouring out to your friend? How? How? I don't understand you. Y'all are different. I don't understand you. I give you my first fruit. You think this is easy? You think it's easy to be so expressive? You think it's easy to be so transparent? You think it's easy to come on here and tell people how much you love them, how much you hurt, how much you go through shit, how much this, that, and the other? You think it's easy? It's not. Where is my community? I had a whole fucking birthday. Ain't nobody, I had a whole birthday. A whole birthday. Y'all sending happy birthdays through Facebook. Fucking call a nigga. Fuck Facebook. Fuck Twitter. Fuck TikTok. All that. Where is my community? You asking for kings. You asking for queens. Then you give them your ass to kiss. You like, oh man, that was a great word, Seven. That was a great word. Where's the homage? Where's the support? Hurt people hurt people. This is where healing lives. You ain't shared a message. You ain't shared not one message, but yet you gonna consume all of this healing. How dare you? What you talking about? Them bills don't even matter. Them bills are created for you to be off focus. It does not matter. None of it. And we running around here giving up our souls for things that do not matter while our brother and sister right next to us are going through it and we don't even care. We don't even care. You're not even sharing the messages. It hurts. It hurts to see a people who are so privileged. You so privileged. You're living 4 times better than your great-grandparents. You are living 4 times greater than your great-grandparents, and you ain't doing half. You're not doing half of what they did for their community, for their people, for their loved ones, for their children. You're not even doing half. I'm disappointed in humanity. You think Martin Luther King had a birthday alone? As FBI and CIA as he was, such a detriment to the community, but they still celebrated him. They even reinvented the birthday song. You think Malcolm X celebrated a birthday by himself? Nah, nobody would have allowed that. You don't care. You don't give a shit. You're selfish. You're selfish. I'm gonna tell you something. I had a sister. She knew she could not afford my services, but she participated in the platform anyway. She said, Seven, I need some branding. And I rock with people that invest in themselves. You got a business, you should be investing in that business. Because business is the cornerstone of community. If the business can't be successful, neither is the people. And because I know that, I give. So for every dollar she paid me, I matched it without her even knowing it. I matched it. Gave her excellence. She then decided, you understand, to take part in the narrative of this platform. She allowed the Creator to express and expose my deity. Oh, Seven, the God, let's go. I got you. I'm behind you 100%. And then she fucked up. And she fucked up so bad, she wouldn't have allowed, her ego got in the way so bad, she dropped the platform. There's no more community. Something has to be more important than you. Something. Something has to be more important than you. If not, you keep going through this. Do you understand the power of we the people? Do you understand the power of we the people? This is why I don't understand why you're so hell-bent on Democratic Republican. Listen, if I say to you, it's going to be illegal to have an abortion, the only way I can say that is because my word will oppress you. And you're not going to have enough love for your neighbor for my word not to mean more than what they need. Do you understand what I'm saying? Here's what I mean by that. How you going to tell me what we going to do? How you going to tell me what we going to do? Nah, bro. Because we the people. Once we're gathered together, there's nothing that could stop us. There's no law. There's no transgression. There's nothing that could stop us. That's why the program is so programmy. That's why you're having such a difficult moment. Because you're not plugging in properly. You're not plugging in properly. You're taking part in the benefit, but you ain't investing. That's an improper balance. It's not reciprocal. How are you benefiting from this platform and not spreading the message? How are you benefiting from this platform and you're not pouring into it? How? You're already allowing your life force to participate. You already participating. Why you not plugged in? Why you not locked in? Why you not really locked in? There's no more community. This is a dangerous place to be. It's a dangerous place to be when all we can focus on is self. It's a hard message to understand. It's a hard message to digest because as you're listening to it, you have to decide, am I a part of the problem or am I a part of the solution? And normally when people are part of the problem, it ruffles feathers. Oh, man, I liked your message yesterday, Seven, but this one right here, this one right here, ain't no more community. We so hell-bent on what's going on in our own lives, we can't look at each other and go, come on, I got you. Our lives are so heavy. Why? Only reason why it's heavy is because of what you decided. The grandeur you decided. Nobody would have rent problems if community was alive. Nobody would have food problems if community was alive. All of this depression, how could you be depressed when people just casually popping up at the house to make sure you all right? How? It's not possible. Do you remember when people used to just pop up at the house? Hey, girl, I was just in the neighborhood. Wanted to make sure you were all right. I'm going to challenge each one of y'all today. I'm going to challenge you to check on at least 3 people. 3. You understand? If you got breath in your body, if you have the ability, you understand, to consciously move your limbs. You was able to wake up in a house. You was able to wake up in a bed. You was able to turn a light on. You was able to go into the refrigerator and open that up. You blessed. I need you to check on 3 people today. 3. Just 3. Hey, girl. Just checking on you. How you doing? I want you to understand the power of community. I want you to understand what happens when we start tapping in. For real, for real. Can't nothing stop it. Can't nothing stop us. Hey, twin, what up? I see you. My sister on. Joy, what up? I see you. My sister on. Can't nothing stop it. And I mean that. There's nothing that you're dealing with that community can't come in and handle. Not even death. People are dying alone. They dying alone now. Did you know that people are dying alone now? That was never a ritual of ours. That was never a narrative of ours. You're dying alone? How? Somebody used to sit with you. Somebody used to hold your hand. What we doing, y'all? Why you even opening your eyes? There's no more connect. There's no more community. This is where the narrative of church came from. We, the people. It was just a place. The synagogue, the temple was a place. It was just a place where people came to come together. We've since then left that place. No more church. Some of us, we done got so high on the hog, we done got so informed, you understand? We don't have no need for the church no more. And then we don't realize how to become the church. We didn't realize church had nothing to do with religion. Church had nothing. Church had nothing to do with religion and everything to do with the people. We the people. Check on 3 people. I want you to understand something. Imagine if you pick 3 of your people. Just pick 3. Pick 3. Just 3. They ain't even got to know they've been picked. Just pick 3. Tamika, Cheryl, and Magnus. Tamika, Cheryl, and Magnus. And imagine if every week you contacted just these 3 people to check on them. Every single week for the next month. Do you know what that would do to Cheryl, Magnus, and Tamika? Do you know? It would increase life force. It would increase desire. It will dissolve depression.